Joshua and Ty, they kind of make it possible, enable, make it known, and reminded me many times so that I went to the Miami-Dade County's Asian American Advisory Board and the county's America 250 Planning Advisory. These are two different uh, board type of meetings. And they reminded me so many times that I felt like I had to prepare for the meeting, otherwise I'm gonna mess up. But for my own personal experience, I've been to many, many meetings, and in the past, I used to prepare my uh, presentation. I used to rehearse. I used to have a paper so that I can read. And at some point, I just figured out that was all useless because either I know or I don't know. And when I communicate with different people, like Dr. Zhang say, I really had to pay attention to the room. When I'm on Zoom, sometimes I keep talking. I like to have camera on just because I could see if the other person is falling asleep. Um, but I turn myself into more of a listener than I just saw your camera on. So I wanted myself to be more of a listener than a talker, because it gives me the time to feel the environment and whatever people say, whatever their energy, then I could present my own presentation that's relevant to the current theme of discussion, not just the theme of the meeting, but how that direction was going around the room. And for me, it has been more effective, more natural that I'm able to connect with people more because I could see when I talk, people were looking at me. I could see their face instead of turning away. And then I get questions, and then as the meeting finished, people come up to me and give me their business card, want to follow up. So I think that was helpful. But again, I have my fair share of experience. So sometimes I go to conventions and big meetings and I see there's so many people there, not for the purpose of that meeting. They're there for their own conference. They're there for their own network opportunities. Whatever Tupperware they're selling, stuff like that. Whatever the next convention they're trying to host that event and they're trying to grab me and make sure that I go. And people are so busy exchanging business cards and ideas, but they forget to give the space for another person to talk. And at the end of the day, I don't bring my business cards. I don't talk unless they be quiet first because I know that interaction, they're not talking to me to learn about me. They're talking to me to market about themselves. So I think sometimes when things like that happen, personally, I automatically just shut down. I don't care what they say. I don't care who they are. I shut down before I even find out maybe they have something very meaningful to say. And I would say for me that is not good. For me that is not respectful. But as a human, it's just natural. When somebody try to impose too much, then I'm just standing there and smile, but I don't have any emotion on it.